Good morning. We're going to get on our mats and flow again this morning. It will be a full body vinyasa. We'll connect to the breath, and yeah, hopefully by the end of it you can have a nice way to start the day off. I don't know what you're up to today, but I hope that whatever it is, you find some time to enjoy it. So whether you're stuck at home in quarantine or whether you're still allowed to go out and do stuff, whether you're at work, regardless of where you are, I hope that you find something positive in every moment. We're going to start in tabletop position. Fingers spread wide, shoulders stacked above the wrists, hips above the knees. From here, you're going to tuck the toes under and lift the knees up just 2 inches off the ground. When you do this, I want you to push through the upper back and engage through the core. So lift the knees up 2 inches. Inhale. Exhale, push the floor away. Keep the knees lifted. Inhale. Hold for the exhale. Keep the knees lifted. Inhale, extend the right leg back. Exhale, come back, keep the knees lifted. Inhale, extend the left leg back. Exhale, back to center. Round through the upper back, one more on each side. Inhale. Exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale, back to neutral. Release the knees down to the ground. Bring the hips back towards the heels. Hands to the thighs and close down the eyes. Inhale through the belly. Exhale through the mouth. We're just arriving on our mats. We're arriving in our bodies. Enabling and consciously removing anything that we don't need in this practice, decluttering the mind and the energy field. And then walking your way back into tabletop, keeping the knees planted. Inhale, extend the right leg back up. Toes stay pointed and not tucked under this time. Engage the right glute and straighten through the right leg. Use the right glute to lift up the right knee, the right leg. Maybe option, if you'd like to extend the left arm out in front. So now you're stabilizing and engaging through the core. Inhale. Exhale, draw the right knee to the left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl. Inhale, open. Last one. Inhale, extend back out. Keep the leg lifted. Bring the hand back down to the ground. And then as you inhale, lift the leg up even higher. Even higher. Then exhale, take it across to the right hand side. Lower the toes down to the ground. We're going to do what I call rainbow kick. So as if you're drawing a rainbow behind you with your toe. Inhale up through center. Halfway through the rainbow, exhale, take it across to the left hand side. Inhale back through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. This time place the foot down on the ground. Tuck the toes of the left foot. Keep the hands where they are and push back into an asymmetrical down dog. So you'll be half on your mat, half off, just wiggling the hips side to side, saying hello to those hammies. Ooh. Don't know about you, but my hamstrings are a bit tight today. At the moment, we'll work on it. Shaking the head, shaking the neck, releasing any tension. And then lowering the left knee back to the ground. Keeping the right foot out towards the side. untucking the left toes, and then sinking the hips down towards the back edge of the mat. So you're in a one-legged child pose. The right leg's out towards the side. Release the forehead down to the mat. Taking a couple of deep breaths. And then coming back up onto the hands, shoulders stack above the wrists, and then inhale, extend the right leg back out. Option here to reach back, bend the knee, and grab onto the right foot with the left hand. From here, you can kick into the foot and begin to open up towards the sky. Option to stay here, or if you'd like to, you can swap the hands over. So keep the knee lifted, bring the left hand back down, find your balance, and then maybe reach back with the right hand and open up towards the sky again. Kick the foot up all the way towards the clouds. Exhale, release the knee back down to its friend and find a narrow child's pose. Knees together, melting the belly down towards the tops of the thighs. The hands can be out in front of you, or the forehead rests down to the mat, and the hands and the elbows rest down beside you. Coming back up to a seat, and we'll go for the other side. Find your tabletop. Inhale, left leg goes up. Kick it up. Engage through the left glute this time. Inhale, maybe the right hand goes forward. Exhale, bring the elbow to the knee, push the floor away. Inhale, extend. Exhale, hug it in, that's 2. Inhale. Last one. Inhale, extend. Exhale, drop the hand back down to the ground. Inhale, lift up the leg. Take it across to the left hand side. Inhale, up through center, rainbow kicks. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Last one, inhale up through center. Exhale to the left. From here, plant the toes down, tuck the toes on the right leg, and asymmetrical downward facing dog. The hands stay planted. Just wiggle the head out. Wiggle the hips side to side. Then bringing the right knee back to the mat. The left foot stays out to the side and sink the hips down into a one-legged child's pose. 2 deep breaths. Coming up through center, stack the shoulders above the wrists, extend the left leg back up. Bend through the left knee, option to reach back with the right hand and kick the left foot up towards the sky, opening up through the heart space. Choose to stay, or if you'd like to challenge the balance, swapping hands, releasing the right hand down, lifting up the left hand and reaching back to the left foot. Whoop. Couple of wobbles, that's okay. Opening up. Last breath in. Exhale, release the knee to the other knee, and then sinking back, narrow child's pose. Hands can come back beside the body, elbows rest down. Breathe the belly into the thighs. Inhale. Exhale and soften. Walk the hands forward. We're going to find a seal pose, so planting the fingertips, spreading them wide. Allow the hips to come down to the ground as you spread the legs apart behind you. You can shift slightly side to side here, wiggling the torso, maybe looking over one shoulder or the other. And then exhale all the way down. The feet will come back together. Fingertips tent up to the front edge of the mat. Press the pinky toes into the mat, lift up through the knees, relax through the glutes. Elbows stay lifted. Inhale, rise up through cobra. Exhale as you melt the heart back down. Inhale, rise. This time look over the right shoulder. Exhale, release. Inhale as you look over the left shoulder. Exhale, back down. Inhale, back up through center. Baby cobra. Up dog's there for you if you would like it. Lifting the heart towards the heavens. And then exhale, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. Walking it out, shift the weight from the right foot over to the left foot. Bending and alternating through the knees. And then finding stillness. Feet at hip width. Thumbs and index knuckle press into the ground. Bending into the knees to blossom open the sit bones. Relax through the head and the neck. Shake it yes, shake it no. Wrap the underarms together across the front of the chest. Inhale. Open the mouth, let it go. Bend the knees, look forwards, and take 10 slow steps up towards the top edge of your mat. Heel toeing the feet out to hip width. Grab onto opposite elbow. Bending into the knees to allow the belly to reach down towards the tops of the thighs. And then relax the torso. Hang forward as if you're hanging over a monkey bar like you would in primary school if there was a monkey bar just above your hip crease. You can sway the torso side to side. I always feel like a little baby elephant dragging its trunk when I do this pose. Or you can interlace the hands behind the sacrum. Keep the knees bent and the head heavy as you draw the hands up and over towards the front edge of the mat and down to the ground for a nice shoulder opening and release. Relax the hands down to the ground. Allow the arms to become heavy, the torso to relax. And then keeping this floppiness in the upper body, start to slowly, very slowly, stack the vertebrae of the spine on top of one another as the fingertips graze up the front of the legs, all the way up to a standing Tadasana. Mountain pose, top edge of the mat. Palms face forwards, fingers energized, eyes closed. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen through the spine, out the crown of the head. Slight tuck of the chin in towards the chest. Plant the feet down firmly. Lift up through the kneecaps. Engage through the core. Activate Mula Bandha. Lift up through the pelvic floor. Inhale. Exhale. Let's flow through a couple of rounds of Sun A. Really slow and conscious and present. Keeping the eyes closed if you can. If you're not too sure where we are or what we're doing, of course you can open your eyes, but I do challenge you or invite you to close them down as much as you can and really turn within for this practice. Inhale, arms go out and up, Urdhva Hastasana. Palms come to touch, looking up at the fingertips. Exhale, bend at the knees, hinge at the hips, forward fold, Uttanasana. All the way down, surrender, shake the head out, relax through the head, the neck, the torso. Inhale, halfway lift. Fingertips come to the earth or to the shins, lengthen out through the spine, slight tuck of the chin in towards the chest. Exhale, plant the palms down and step back into your high plank. Shoulders above the wrist, core engaged, slight tuck of the pelvis, and then allow the sit bones to drip down towards the ankles and the heels. Push the floor away, inhale. Chaturanga, optional, lower the knees down if you like. Keep the elbows tucked in as you lower all the way down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Up dog, thighs will lift. Exhale, lift the hips. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Bend the knees, look forward. Step, jump or float, top edge of the mat, however you choose to travel. Inhale, halfway lift. Lead with the heart. Exhale and fold. Relax the neck. Inhale, root to rise. Hands go out and up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart. Bring the thumbs into the sternum, the skin against the heart space, the center of the chest. Close down the eyes and see if you can connect to the heartbeat, to the rhythm of the life inside of you, to the love inside of you. And allow it to generate an abundance of gratitude and self-love. Inhale, hands go out and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Let's move it even slower. 3, 2, 1. All the way down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Extend through the spine. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, plant the palms and step back, chaturanga. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, up dog or cobra. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, down dog. 3, 2, 1. Full breath in. Full breath out. Bend the knees, look forwards. Step, jump or float, top edge of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Reconnect the thumbs back to the sternum, the center of the chest. Connect to the heartbeat. And breathe through the pit of the belly. Becoming aware of the sounds around you. Becoming aware of the energy moving through the body. Becoming aware of the stillness inside of you, juxtaposed to the chaos around you. Knowing that so much of life is not in our control. But what truly matters, that stuff is well within our control. Being able to come back into this space, this mindset, this freedom of self-liberation and self-love whenever we want. Knowing that this is the catalyst and an aid to support us in achieving and doing and being the humans, the people that we're proud to be. Release the arms down by the sides, Tadasana, mountain pose. And take a breath in. Releasing breath out. On the inhale, let's find our chair pose. Toes come together to touch, heels slightly apart. Bending into the knees, bringing the hips back into your seat, your imaginary seat. So you can choose how deep you want to come here. You can be like, yep, I'm in a bar stool today. I'm up here. You can come down maybe into like a kitchen stool, maybe into a regular stool, a regular chair, or a little kitty chair. Palms come, face each other, fingers active, shoulders roll down the spine. Bring the weight into the heels. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Last breath, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. An option here for an arm balance, if it's in your practice, I like to step back down my mat a little bit just to give me some room to play. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Hands planted at shoulder width. From here, you're going to use the fingers like spiders to give you a little bit of balance and stability. And you're going to bring the knees up as close as you can into the underarms. So come up onto the toes, heels lift away from the mat. From here, this could be your crow pose. You may just like to push through the earth and inflate through the upper back. This is a beautiful crow pose. If you also like, you can start to maybe tilt forward, bring some weight into the fingertips. Maybe lift up one foot or the other foot. Or maybe you come into full crow, bringing the knees into the underarms, lifting up both feet. And then starting to straighten through the arms as much as you can and look forward, look forward, look forward. Holding for 2 breaths. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. You can step or jump back through your vinyasa or straight back to downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee and open up the hip. So you're bringing the right heel towards the glutes and the right knee up towards the sky. The left heel stays planted if you can, and squaring off the shoulders. So rather than allowing them to splay out, See if you can put weight evenly distributed through both hands, both palms. Maybe you like to write your name with your toes or your ankle, or start to draw big circles with the kneecap. Use the breath. Inhale, three-legged dog, right toes go up to the sky. Exhale, step between the hands and open up the heart space. Inhale as you rise to crescent lunge. So we'll take this slow. We're coming back to the basics for this class. I want you to plug the left heel towards the back edge of the mat. Bring the weight into the front heel and activate through the front hamstring. Straighten through the back knee as much as possible. Slight tuck of the pelvis, engage through the left glute. Arms will rise up towards the sky, lifting up through the outer ribs and armpits, shoulders relax down the spine. Fingertips energize towards the sky. And maybe the more advanced practice is the corner edges of your mouth can lift and you can come into a little cheeky smile. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe it in. On the exhale, we're going to open out Warrior Two. Back heel turns flat. Hips face the side of the mat as the fingertips extend out to the front and the back of the room. Extend them away from each other. Maybe take the shoulders for a couple of rolls, the arms for a couple of flaps. You can take flight. Sink deep into the front heel. Inhale as you flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. Left hand comes down the back leg, right hand will come all the way up and over towards the back edge of the mat. You can look up at the top hand or down at the back foot. And then exhale, hands will come down, frame the front foot, back heel lifts up, and then step back into your high plank. Full breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Tilt forward, option to lower the knees down. Keep the elbows tucked into the ribs. Elbows will bend to 90 degrees, not all the way down here. Keep it at 90, and then inhale, open up the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath to reset, inhale. Let it go. Inhale, raise your left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee and open up the hip. Same thing on this side. Keep the weight evenly through both hands, the shoulders as straight as possible. And then maybe moving the toes or the ankle, or maybe the whole kneecap can start to draw big circles. Inhale, extend the left toes to the sky. Exhale, step between the hands. Open up the heart space. On the inhale, we'll rise to crescent lunge. Fingertips sweep up. Back heel plugs to the back of the room. Straighten the back knee if you can. Tuck the pelvis under. Turn on that right glute. Lift up through the fingertips. Settle into the front thigh. Inhale. Exhale, bring the weight into the front heel. Maybe even lift up the front toes and then gently place them back down. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, open up. Back heel turns flat, Warrior Two. So we're keeping it nice and basic, but really just feeling out each and every pose and all of the subtle changes in each pose. So as the fingertips spread wide, arms elongate, shoulders drop down the spine, pushing through the front heel and the blade edge, the outer edge of the back foot. And then energetically drawing both ankles or heels together and find a sense of lifting and stability. Inhale. Exhale. Front knee tracks out towards the pinky toe. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse the warrior, paint the sky with the top hand. Gaze can be up at the hand or down towards the back foot. Exhale, hands come down. Frame the front foot, back heel lifts up. And then exhale, back to high plank. Full breath in. Chaturanga. Lean forward, optional lower the knees down, elbows stay tucked in. Bend to 90 degrees. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Full breath to reset, inhale. Let it go. Inhale, raise your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale as you bend the knee and open up the hip. Inhale, straighten the top leg. Exhale, knee to nose and step between the hands. Open up the heart. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Left glute activates. Exhale, open out. Warrior two. Moving slowly in with awareness. Inhale, flip the front palm. Reverse the warrior. Exhale, hands come down. Frame the front foot. And step back through vinyasa. Option for one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left hand side. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, straighten the top leg. Exhale, step between the hands. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge, right glute activates. Exhale, slow and steady, warrior two. Inhale, flip the front palm, paint the sky, reverse the warrior. And exhale, hands frame the front foot. Step back through your choice of vinyasa, one-legged's there. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Drop the knees down, bring the hips to the heels and sit back. Hands can come to the thighs, to the belly, or to the heart space. Enjoy in exploring the breath here. Enjoying the stillness and the peace. Then coming back to your downward facing dog, we're going to add on briefly, just for a couple more rounds. Just 2 more rounds, just a couple of easy add-ons to help this vinyasa really feel and open the body. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, straighten the top leg. Exhale, step between the hands. Practicing being fully present. Inhale, arms will rise, crescent lunge. From here on the exhale, cactus the arms, bend the back knee almost to the ground, hover it 2 inches off the ground, lift up through the heart space. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus the arms, bend the back knee, open the heart. Inhale, lift back up. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. Option if you'd like to for a half bind, taking that back arm and wrapping it around the inside of the front thighs. The front arm comes up and over. As you exhale, extended side angle. Right elbow to right knee. Left arm comes up towards the sky, or I like to take it up and over towards the front edge of the room and open up through the left side of the body. Keep rolling the right side of the chest, the bottom side of the chest up towards the sky. I have a couple of options here. You can choose to stay here. You can wrap the left arm around behind to the inner right thigh into a half bind. Full bind, the right arm comes under and behind that front knee, and then you begin to open up the chest. Or you can take Bird of Paradise if you'd like to. Bird of Paradise, you do require a little bit of hamstring opening though, so I always do like to straighten through that front leg first into a triangle pose, and then rebend, stepping forward, grabbing onto the wrist or the hand, and then bringing the weight into the left foot with the bind behind you. Begin to lift the chest up towards the sky. So the right leg will stay bent at first, and then once you found the chest opening, maybe the right leg begins to straighten out. And then finding your way back. We'll meet those of you who are still in side angle. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, flip the palms, reverse the warrior. And then exhale through your vinyasa. If you'd like to, you can add on a wild thing here. So lifting the right leg up, over and behind you. Hips will lower down on the exhale. Inhale, hand sweeps up and over, open up through the heart space. Wild thing. And then exhale through your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Same thing on the other side. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, straighten the top knee. Exhale, step between the hands. Open the chest. On the inhale, rise to crescent lunge. Exhale, cactus the arms, bend the back knee, open up the heart. Inhale, rise. Exhale, open. Inhale. Last one, exhale. Inhale through crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse the warrior, option for half bind. Exhale, extended side angle. Left elbow, left knee. Right arm comes up and over. Palm faces down, drop the right shoulder away from the right ear, and roll the left side of the chest up towards the sky. Option to stay here, half bind, top arm, right arm wraps around to the inside of the left thigh. Option two, full bind, reach around, clasp the hands or grab onto the wrist, and again opening up. Or if you would like space for bird of paradise, awkwardly stepping the right foot forward, finding the bind behind you, and then slowly coming up to stand, opening up through the heart space first. The knee can stay bent, or maybe start to extend it out towards the side. Finding your way back, stepping back into your extended side angle. Inhale, flip the palm, reverse the warrior. And exhale, hands come down, frame the front foot. If you'd like the option for Wild Thing, the left foot goes up and over, behind you, hips lowered down. Inhale, open the heart. And exhale, back through plank and vinyasa. Inhale. Exhale. Full breath in to reset. Full breath out. Let's move with breath. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, step between the hands. Inhale, heart lifts, arms rise. Exhale, cactus the arms. We'll go for 3 dips. Exhale. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Just for the breath. Inhale, flip reverse. Exhale, hands come down, frame the front foot. Inhale, right leg rises, option for Wild Thing. Exhale, lower the hips down. Inhale, expand the heart. And exhale, through vinyasa. Exhale, down dog, full breath. And let it go. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, step between the hands, open the heart. Inhale to crescent. Exhale, cactus and dip. Go for 3. Last one. Exhale, back heel turns flat, warrior 2. Inhale, flip reverse, option for half bind. Exhale, extended side angle, left elbow, left knee. Inhale, flip reverse. Exhale, hands come down, frame the front foot. Inhale, left leg goes up, option for Wild Thing. Exhale as you lower the hips down. Inhale, hips will rise, open the heart space. Exhale, through your vinyasa. And downward facing dog, exhale. Full breath in. Full breath out. Beautiful. Bring the knees back down to the mat. Bring the hips back down to the heels and find a child's pose of choice. The knees can be wide apart, as wide as the mat, maybe even wider, or knees can be together in a narrow child's pose. A variation that I like is the knees will be wide, about as wide as the mat. From here, you'll take the hands beneath you towards your ankles and allow the shoulders to come in down towards the mat as you come down onto one cheek or the other. So it's a really grounding pose, just allowing the earth beneath you to hold you. And finding your way back up into downward facing dog. Let's touch into those hips. Let's find a half pigeon. So taking your right toes and dragging them towards the left wrist. The right knee comes behind the right wrist. I couldn't remember what this was called for a second. Your right wrist. Looking back and making sure your legs in line and not completely splaying out to one side or the other. And then allowing that right hip bone and seat to really just find earthing, to find the ground. If it's not quite there, please feel free to put a block, a cushion, a towel, a blanket, anything you can find under that hip so that it gives you a little bit more stability. Inhale, lift up through the heart. Exhale, let's fold forward, elbows stay lifted, heart melts down towards the ground. Inhale as you rise. Exhale and fold forwards. Last one, inhale up. Exhale all the way down. You can come down onto the elbows or lay completely flat here, it's up to you. We hold so much tension and stress and worry and concern in our hips, and so especially in times like these when everything's up in the air and there's so much tension just in everyday life, let alone from our individual needs and experiences and emotions and feelings and circumstances, as a whole collective, as humanity, we're going through a lot. And so it's completely normal if you get to this position and you just start crying and you don't even know why. It's happened to me before. I come down into pigeon pose and I'm like, why am I crying? But it is very releasing at the same time. So just enjoy it if that is there for you. I like to roll the hips from side to side. And then from here, walking the hands back up, tucking the back toe under, and stepping back into your downward facing dog. And go for the other side. Left toes come to the back of the right wrist. And the left knee comes to the back of the left wrist. Looking back at your toes, making sure they're in a straight line. Lifting up through the heart. Then exhale, folding the heart forward, elbows stay lifted. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold, body vinyasa. Inhale as you rise. Exhale, fold all the way down. Find your spot, that happy spot. The bit where it feels good. A good kind of painful, an opening kind of painful. A releasing kind of intensity. Relax the belly. Relax the head, the neck, the shoulders. And then walking the hands back in towards the body, planting the palms, spreading the fingers, tucking the right toes under. Excuse me, stepping back, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look forward, step or jump through onto your sits bones. We're going to come down onto the back and find a bridge or a wheel pose. If a wheel is in your practice, we are going to do 2 back bends. So I do offer and invite the option to do 1 bridge and then come into your wheel. Personally, I like that a lot better, and you might as well. So that's there for you, and I will give you the time and the space for that. Feet at hip width, toes slightly in, heels slightly out, tickling the heels with the fingertips so that you know they're at the right distance away from the body. Roll the shoulders together at the top of your back and open up, lift up through the heart. From here, we're going to engage through the core, bring the lower back to the ground, and then begin to lift up through the pelvis and articulate up through the spine, 1 vertebra at a time, until you're stacking onto the shoulders. So you may even like to walk the shoulders together even more once you're up here. Relax the glutes, engage through the thighs, push through the heels, energetically draw the knees together, and then lift up through the hips, and the chest comes to the back of the mat, the back of the room. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Expand the belly, inhale. Exhale, release. Release the spine the same way that you came in, 1 vertebra at a time, all the way back down to the mat. You then have a couple of options. Keep the spine straight. You can go knock-kneed, allow the knees to fall into one another as the feet come out to either edge of the mat. 1 hand can come to the belly and 1 hand to the heart space. Or alternatively, you can go Supta Baddha Konasana. Knees come out, soles of the feet together. And again, just connecting to the heart and the belly. Heart openers are so powerful and so beautiful. Often after we've done our heart openers, it's just a whole new energy. And it's a very sacred, special, personal, individual energy. Option to stay here, option to come back into bridge like we just did, or if wheel is in your practice, planting the soles of the feet, bringing the fingertips towards the shoulders on the mat. The palms of the hands will face the back of the mat, the back of the room, and the elbows will be up towards the sky. From here, you're going to press into the heels as you lift up onto the crown of the head. Keep the elbows in towards one another. As you push through the arms, begin to straighten through the arms, and then continue to push through the knees. The knees draw together and open the heart towards the back of the room. So try to push through the thighs as much as you can. Rather than being here and pushing through the hands a lot more, I want you to push through the thighs and open up the heart. Maybe you can straighten through the legs. Maybe you'd like to invite lifting 1 knee up and then the other knee up. And then coming back, tucking the chin towards the chest, bringing the back of the head and the shoulders down to the ground. From here, you can then begin to come all the way down. Again, knocking the knees in, or Supta Baddha Konasana. 1 hand on the heart space, 1 hand on the belly. Yoga. Yoga, yoga, yoga. I love yoga. So good. I'll invite an inversion. Got a couple of options. Option 1 is Viparita Karani. The feet come up towards the sky, toes point down towards the face. You have the option to keep the hands, one hand at the belly, one hand at the heart. You can use a block or a pillow or a bolster, anything soft and squishy, about yay height underneath the sacrum, so just the lower back, and that will lift up the hips and make it a lot easier to hold the legs up towards the sky. Option 2 is Happy Baby, grabbing the outside edges of the feet, drawing the knees into the underarms, and using the hands to pull the feet down to the ground and lift the heart open towards the sky, and use the feet to try to pull the hands up towards the sky. Option 3 is shoulder stand. I like to start with the knees bent, drawing the knees into the forehead and then bringing the whole palm of the hand onto the lower back. So once you're here, you can then begin to extend the feet up towards the sky. You can make some funny shapes with the legs. You can spread the legs apart. You can split the legs. Plow pose is there, drawing the feet up and over towards the back edge of the mat, allowing the toes to come down towards the ground. Hands can stay on the lower back. They can interlace the fingers and then draw the palms of the hands down towards the earth. Wherever you are, gently releasing, finding your way into a tight little ball, gently rocking from side to side. Hugging the right knee in towards the chest, left leg extends, and then drape the right leg across you. Finding a supine twist, looking across at the right arm, the right hand. Just a gentle, quick supine twist. Both knees draw back to center. Swapping sides, right leg extends, left knee to chest, and then drape it across the body. Looking towards the left hand, the left shoulder hangs heavy towards the earth. And back up through center. Taking any other postures that you'd like. And then we'll find our final resting pose, our Shavasana. I'm so far down the mat, I need to wiggle back up. Shavasana is so important in our yoga classes. And Shavasana is why we come to yoga, for that beautiful, unrivaled feeling, the stillness. So really take up space here, spread the arms and the feet wide. And draw the shoulders together across the top of the back. Lift the heart up. And then allow the limbs to become heavy. The belly to relax, the chest to soften. Relaxing behind the eyelids and the forehead, relaxing the earlobes and the lips. Knowing that you made it and you are safe to soften, to surrender, to let go, to stop trying to achieve, to stop trying to do, and to just be. Feel free to pause the video here and stay resting in Shavasana as long as you would like. When you're ready to come out, wiggling the fingers and the toes, gently rolling the head from side to side, extending the arms up above you and the feet all the way to the other edge of the room. Bend one knee up and bend the other knee up, and rolling onto one side. I don't think it's a coincidence that this is the position that we come to at the end of yoga class. Corpse pose, Shavasana. It's the death of the ego. And then the fetal position is the way that we come into the world. It's the place, the way that we are in the womb. And then it's a place, a space, a position that we come back to for rebirth, new beginnings at the end of each and every yoga class. With that in mind, keeping the eyes closed as you find your way up into a comfortable seat. Hands at heart center. Take a deep breath, expand the belly. Exhale as you soften the shoulders away from the ears. Take the thumbs to the third eye, and the space in between the eyebrows. Lift the heart and the head to the heavens. May you have thoughts of wisdom and clarity, intuition and creativity. Take your thumbs to your lips. May you speak words of kindness and compassion. May you have the courage to speak out for what you believe in and for what you know to be true and right and fair and just. And take your hands to your heart space. And bow the head down to the heart in honor of the heart's power and divinity. Noticing the beating, the rhythm of the heart. May you feel and give the love that you truly deserve. From my heart to yours, thank you for sharing this practice with me, for giving yourself the time, the space, the energy, and committing to doing something that allows you to connect to what's important and to let go of that which no longer serves you. And the love and light in me honors, respects and loves the light inside of each and every one of you. Together we say, Namaste. Yoga. So good.